So, we have the 2000 and... What year was it that you won the championship? 2021?
22.
22, because we raced in 2021, but
Kelvin was 23.
Yeah. Wow. And the points leader in 2024.
Might have 24.
Yeah. It's going exceptionally bloody well.
I'm not complaining.
No. You are living proof as well that you get a good combination together. You get smart people working on your hot rod who know their deal. And you're obviously listening to them, Russell, because if not, it's not going to work, right?
At the end of the day, I've sort of, I won't say employed, I've hired, I've acquired the right guys. So what's the point in getting them in if I'm going to listen to everyone else? So I just listen to Steve and Stu, the rest of my crew, and that's it. And I'm sort of on that channel, and that's it. So it's the best I believe I can get for what I'm doing. So that's
why did you buy the ham car? Like, what was the thought process there?
It took a bit to get me across the board on that one, but then Steve rang one day, a figure came up, and I was like, yep, cool, let's just do it, as long as you come with the car.
Yep.
For time-wise, we don't know, but it sort of seemed right. The car's a proven car, it's been fast before. It's got 2 championships in Australia. It hasn't done an excessive amount of runs from new, so it was sort of like the right thing to do, I suppose.
It would seem to be working out okay, Daniel, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Like he's come out of nowhere.
Yeah, it's a G-Force car. We both got G-Force cars, so they're a good chassis. I've had a good relationship with the Sleemies for a very long time, since 2006. So, they're good cars, and obviously, he's got 2 good guys behind him, and I'm just a bit jealous. I get 10 minutes on each car to look at data, as I was saying to Rusty earlier, and he's got 2 guys, 2 hours each. That's 4 hours of data, to look at. So, he's doing great, and we just got to stop him.
It's not just 2 cars though, Daniel, it's your wife. Like, it's a pretty big emotional and mental investment in that other car. You're not just putting someone else in that car.
Yeah, that's it. She's always wanted to be a part of it. She's always wanted to race. We live once, and that was it. We can afford to do it. We make other sacrifices to do what we do.
Yeah.
And she's loving it. She's got her girls, and they have a ball.
She's very smooth. She's got good car control for somebody who's only ever driven a Kluger, right? A Kluger is all she's really driven on the road.
That's it. So, like I was saying to Russ before when we were having a chat, we did 100 laps in licensing and testing that car. I made sure the car was set up right, made sure she was ready, made sure the crew was ready, and they're ready, and then we put them on the track, and they're doing great things. And I think great things for the sport, great things for the class, and everything's working well.
Stu Rowland had a pronounced effect on Kelvin's year. That thing was planted every time it left the line, and he's so consistent. You've got not only Stu, but you've got Stephen Ham. They're both mad scientists. They butt heads. They somehow get to the right deal at the end. But gee, that car is so consistently smooth.
Yeah, look, it is 100%. As Daniel was saying, it's a G-Force car. They're a good car to start with, so I suppose that's half the battle. But yeah, Stu was helping Steve in between and sort of at rounds anyway, so he had a bit of knowledge about the car, so them 2 gel well, and I'm just fortunate enough that I got both of them, and that's where we're at.
Your deal with Consolidated Group has been a godsend to you, Daniel. To be able to actually send the car home between rounds is massive for you, isn't it?
Yeah, it was huge. Like in Adelaide, we had a problem with my motor. We could have done it on the road, would have been very hard, but they offered, let's go back to Perth. We were back in Perth for 3 days, had to get that car back to Sydney. Huge deal. Hopefully we can continue that into next season, into the future. And there's a few other things happening with the girls with Consolidated Group that will come in the next few months. So that'll be a huge thing for the sport as well.
Yeah. So can you catch this guy? It's not a huge lead right now.
I honestly, to be honest, I don't have the budget to try and push that far, trying to run 2 cars. If I was running 1 car, I think we could, have some killer matches out there, but I have to back mine a bit down and make sure both cars are on the track, both cars are consistent, and we're doing the best we can for the class, for the sport, and for the sponsors.
I've got to say, Doorslammer is off its head this year. It's so good. When you look at the rookies like Rusty here and Ronnie and Lisa, there's so many, and even JD Dak, like when we're running in the West, it's incredible how many new faces are giving everyone a hard time.
Sure, it'd be good if JD gave away sprint car racing to come drag racing full time, like Russ did, you know. So
No.
yeah, we know you love speedway.
No, I know.
Come on.
But he's doing a hell. They're all these new faces doing a hell of a job.
Yeah, it's good. I think it's the changing time, I guess, in the generation and moving forward. So no, it's a good time in the sport.
The great part is we've got no matter who lines up in what lane, we know that it's going to be a good race, and someone can take down somebody. Like that's. For me, as an announcer of it, I love the fact that anything can happen, Russ. And you got to believe when you go out there that, hey, you know, anyone can be beaten.
At the end of the day, you don't need to be running the 60s to win. You can be running 90s, you can be running 6.0s. You still, all you have to do is, the other competitor can easily overtune, overpower. It's that easy, and it's that cutthroat out there. And look, Daniel and Lisa, they're doing a great job for the sport. They're trying to build it as much as they can, and that's all you want in the class to a degree. So we need more competitive people to roll up at every meeting, are consistent, they finish every race. You don't need to be running the numbers to actually win. Look at Lisa, did really good in the first round, been a little bit up and down, and they're sort of not chasing their tail, but they're sort of, Daniel's got to tune 2 cars. So that's a hard accomplishment. Like, it's hard enough for us to tune 1 car. Well, I don't do it, but Steve is but he's tuning 2 cars, and their budget may be a little bit different because he is running 2 cars. I'm telling you right now, I could not afford to do 2 cars. So I understand that, and you slow it down a 10th, but you can still be in it with a 10th. And look, at the end of the day, I can start going backwards at a rapid rate. So it's not over until the last round. So it's fun for the crowd because they get to see different people racing and so on. So it's good for the sport, and I'm excited. And I hope Doorslammers get bigger. I want it to grow because I believe it's a great class now that I'm in it. I love it even more. So it's good to see.
So what's going on with the Westerns? Are we just running 1 round? What are we doing with Sydney? Is that a complete throwaway? Question without notice?
Yeah, so from my understanding, Matt Abel just flew into Perth. Obviously, he was able to fly after his unfortunate incident in Sydney. So he's in Perth, actually helping us out build our shed at the moment, trying to keep busy because he can't tile. So he let me know the other day that I believe that Sydney, from speaking to NDRC, that it's done, and Western Nationals will just start fresh again. So it's a drop round.
Can't wait. It's going to be tough. Saturday and Sunday, it's always epic. Saturday's often bigger than Sunday for the Westerns.
Yeah, I think that was tradition back in the day when there was qualifying one day and then eliminations the next day. So a lot of cars will get eliminated, only the top 8 will make it. These days it's a whole different ball game. We run an all-run format, so both days are great. So get down there for both days. It'll be a good meeting.
Even Anthony Begley will be there.
Do you want to interview me as well?
No.